Namo Adita Pha. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or the community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Beginning Our Day, Volume 2 by the monastics of Abhayagiri Monastery. Today we're continuing with The Importance of Informal Meditation by Ajahn Amaro. We can watch the flow of moods, feelings, and thoughts as they go through the mind. We're not suppressing them or feeling that we shouldn't be experiencing these kinds of thoughts or attitudes. But neither are we buying into or being caught up in them. Instead, we're simply seeing that this is how the mind works. When things go well, we're happy. When things go badly, we're unhappy. That's just the way it is. We're recognizing that this is simply a flow of feeling and perception we're engaged in, noticing, for example, the different changes of the day. When we start the work period, it's nice, cool, and bright. Ah, this is so lovely. What a beautiful place. Then, when the temperature starts to pick up later in the morning, we might think, oh, it's really hot. It's only 10 o'clock and I'm dying on my feet here. We notice how our attitudes changed with the changing conditions. Oh, how interesting. When it was cool, I felt happy. When it was hot, I felt oppressed. One is a feeling of comfort, the other is a feeling of discomfort. We can see these as nothing more than different impressions and moods that come and go through the mind. We don't need to make a problem out of them. By doing this, we're not negating anything, not thinking we shouldn't be feeling uncomfortable. We're merely seeing. When it's like this, I'm happy. When it's like that, then I'm unhappy. We see how fickle the mind can be, how easily we can get caught up in the perceptions and moods. We simply bring mindfulness to that. The mind that's fully attentive to the present moment sees how easily we get caught up. And in that seeing, there's a coolness of heart. There's an easefulness in the attitude. We find ourselves more easily able to go with the ups and downs of praise and criticism, success and failure, and with all the mundane, ordinary experiences that flow through the day. Of course, applying this kind of attention and attitude isn't only for the morning work period, but for the entire course of the day. When the work period is finished, when we gather for the mealtime, after the meal is finished, when the dishes are done, and throughout our open time in the afternoon. We try to keep bringing our attention and the reflective attitude of mind to the flow of mood and perception. That is what's meant by mindfulness of everyday life. It's as much a part of the meditation as is the formal, quiet sitting, perhaps even more so. The habit is to easily get caught up in the different conversations we're having or in the work we're engaged in so that we don't notice what's going on inside us. We're so busy and interested in active and external things. If we first apply a bit of attention to how we're feeling and attend a bit more closely to our attitude, this will help us find and retain a quality of balance and easefulness. We have the potential to be interested in what we are attending to, but it takes some effort to draw the attention inward. These are some of the ways we learn to change the lens of our perceptions with regard to formal and informal meditation. Eventually, we may come to understand that meditation is an all-day and sometimes all-night activity. The more we're able to bring mindfulness and attention into every aspect of our lives, the more opportunities there are for wisdom and understanding to arise. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.